Good afternoon. Do you ever feel like you are faking it to make it? Well, today's show is You Got Talent. Let's get started. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to today's show. Our topic is the title is You Got Talent. I'm your moderator. We're so happy you're here and that you are actually here. If you didn't know, you are also a guest of this show. Please chime in from the couch, comment, you give your suggestions, tips, and strategies. We're here together. And joining me are my amazing co-host. I have Miss Irina Strunina and Kim. Kim, I'm sorry I didn't catch your last name. My apologies. You'll get to
Downey.
know her in depth with the feng shui tips and strategies. So let's get this party started. Start the conversation, create the flow with the motivation. Ooh, girl, I'm rhyming today. Should have put me a playlist CD out. Just wait for my questions. So, what is your talent, Miss Strunina? What is your talent?
Hello, Yo and Kim and everyone. My talent. I think, I think my talent is that in most cases, can hear what people are saying and don't react right away. And that helps people to ground themselves while they're talking with me, and they always find the solution to their problems on their own. I'm just present and helping them to stay calm.
I love that. Like you're like a guide. You're not there to do it for them. You're just kind of directing them after you heard what they were really trying to say. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know how to explain here from people I'm talking with. Oh, just, thank you so much. You helped me. I was like, I didn't do anything. I just listened. And they suddenly came to the conclusion, to solution, to whatever they were looking the answer for.
Well, I'm telling you now, you can tell people you're a guide. You're guiding people through their thoughts, and that's your challenge is you guide people through their thoughts without them knowing they're being guided. Kim, same question. What is your talent?
My talent is probably helping people that are stuck in their space, maybe embarrassed about where they are at in their home, whether it's messy, cluttered, or just not decorated the way they want to. I listen to them. We really take a look at what's going on in their environment, and we make lots of changes and help them to really fall back in love with their home and their office.
Oh, I love that both of y'all. Your talent is it's helping other people. Like your talent is being able to guide people, direct people, and support people in what it is that they're looking for, without them knowing that they might be looking for it. Well, my talent's not that much. My talent is make people smile. I have a natural energy of joy, so my talent is to ignite joy and spread joy around the people I meet. So between the three of us, very talented individuals. What about you out there on the couch? What is your talent? You out there, what is your talent? Chime in, even on the replay. Be a co-host on your couch. I like that. Oh, okay. They got it. Let's get motivated with today's focus. Okay, our motivation question is, Irina, why is it important to take ownership of your talent?
Well, as you mentioned in the beginning, if we are constantly operating on the basis fake it till you make it, but not from your talent, you continue faking it and there's no guarantee that you will make it. But when you are using what you naturally are doing it anyways, and you are helping yourself to move forward and stay and do whatever, it's easy when you have talent to do that. So if you're using it, you are moving forward, and before you know it, you see the results, and maybe results are not exactly how you plan to have it, but really it's overall helps you to build the confidence in your actions and to get closer to results you're looking for,
I
in my
got it. No, it's good. Sounds like you said practice. You have to practice your talent in order for it to be a talent. And at the beginning, it sounded like you were saying it would be a hobby or maybe a skill if you didn't keep taking ownership of it and turn it into an actual talent. You're not, if you're faking it, you're not talenting. You're not showing your talent. That's
you
what I,
pretending. If you're faking, you're
yes,
pretending, but you're not doing what you're naturally inclined to do. So when you're doing what is already in you, you don't have to fake it. You feel more comfortable in your own skin and you can perform much better this way.
right. Yeah. See, you turned it around all on your own. You didn't need me. Kim, why is it important to take ownership of your talent, being able to guide people and support them?
Yeah, I think because once you feel more confident in who you are and your talent, understanding that there's people out there who need your help, that want your help, and that you're going to attract those people. I had a coach one time say, just get out there and talk about it, because like feng shui to some people is too woohoo, or they don't understand how it can help them. So I was always kind of like nervous about, do I talk about this at a cocktail party? Do I talk, what space can I talk about this? And then when I just talked to everybody about it, I realized that there were so many people who were intrigued and interested. And so it gave me the confidence to keep practicing my talent and start putting it out there in the world.
I like it's like the found it supported the foundation of what you know you're naturally good at. When
Mhm.
you it get like it gives you that like the confidence to be able to say like, okay, I know I'm good at this. This is worth sharing. Now I can go tell people without me questioning it as much. So like
Yeah.
when you're talented, you don't question. When you're working in skills, it's sort of like, am I good at it? Am I not? But talent is that natural. I know this is mine, and let me go out there and make it even better.
Mhm.
Love this conversation. You on the couch. Don't forget to chime in. We're staying inspired. How does a lack of understanding of how to nurture your talent affect how the way you move through your life and business, Irina? How does understanding how to nurture it affect the way you move through life and business?
What I hear is very close related to the first question. And the lack of understanding is really, this is where you're missing out. And I think that this is what we often uh, suffering from. Our parents, our peers, the teachers at school, they are saying what we need to do, and we follow this direction. And sometimes, somewhere inside of us, there is this nagging feeling that, but this is not really me. I am doing what I'm being told, but this is not what I am, how I can express myself in the best way and bring more good, more joy, more help to others if I would be going from what is my personal gift. So, and that definitely affects your life and your business as well. In life, of course, you doing what the society told you to do, but not what you can really naturally give away. And people not benefiting the maximum from what you can offer. And in business, when you're constantly suffering, you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're forcing yourself. So you're not 100%. You're kind of doing what you've been told to do. And this is not the way how effective and progress, good businesses are operated, I think,
No,
in my
your opinion
opinion.
is very important. Spot on. You're right. I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say drop the mic. Spot on, Irina. Spot on. Kim, do you want to add to what Irina said or just give us your own thoughts on why is it important?
I think it's important because when we have this lack of understanding of how to move our business, we stop. We So I think for just personally for me, I always have this that my business needs to be perfect. I have to, in order to move it along. And none of us are perfect. None of us have all the resources. We have everything. And that's a part of nurturing it and understanding it is expanding and finding who can help us, who can, what resources we need.
Yeah, I love that you made it personal. Yeah, it's also, to me, it's like the power of choice. Like
Mm.
Irina, when you were saying, if I had a choice, like, oh, I can either, if they just gave me vanilla ice cream, for example, you just gave me vanilla ice cream. I wanted chocolate. Inside of me wanted the chocolate, but you just gave me vanilla. So that power of choice is taken away, which could hinder whatever is going on subconsciously. That now I'm not as involved in my business or in my life because it wasn't mine. I didn't have ownership in it. I didn't get to choose what I do and make it, my own. So that's why it's important, I think, and it affects the life and business, because when you know something is yours and you know you're good at it because you know you're good at it, that confidence, as you said earlier, Kim, increases. That's just my thoughts and opinions, since I'm a part of the show too, right? And so are you on the couch. Don't forget to chime in. Let's keep networking. Kim, flip and skip a little bit. Who should you ask for help when you're trying to improve in your life? Who should you ask for help?
That's a good one. I think you want to have that. They always say the top 5 people that you hang out with really improves your life. And so you want to have that group of people who are going to help you to level up, who are going to be honest with you, take you to the next level. So I think it's back to really understanding what it is that you need. And maybe you don't exactly know what you need. So you need to find that person who's going to, whether it's a business coach, a coach who's going to help you along to find what resources you need. I also think we need to look at all the different areas of our life when we're doing this. And, we talk in MinkLife a lot about business, health, wellness, your environment, your physical environment. So finding those people who can help you continue leveling up.
Ooh, I like the way you said it depends on what you need. Yeah, Kim, we can use feng shui to improve in your talent. Somebody asked the question.
Yes. How can we use feng shui to improve our talent? Well, feng shui, for people who are new to it, it is about, it means wind and water. So those things in our environment that we can see and those things that we can't see. So in order to improve our talent, we want to make sure that our offices represent who we are. So when you take a look around your office today or where you're sitting, whether it's your dining room table, it's an actual office space, you want to be able to bring that through. So if you have, like, say, certificates you have that are hiding in your closet, bring those out, frame those. You want to bring forth your talent. You want the world to see it. So there's lots of different ways that you can do that, but really showcase your talent and make sure that your office is reflecting that.
I like everything you said, but what really stuck out to me is when you said, before you answered the question from the audience, thank you for chiming in, audience member. But when you said it depends on what you might need help in, to who you ask, that actually made sense, because you think about, oh, I'm just going to ask. For example, I'm struggling in finances. Why? Not that I couldn't, but go ask my personal trainer. So how do you do your bank account? How do you save some money? You can have conversations with anybody, but when you know you have an issue that could be detrimental to you or your business, it's good to be specific on the type of person you might direct your question to. You want to have the person to answer you that might mirror who you are if you don't know who. Somebody that might be going through what I'm going through or looks like I do in a way that I can say, like, oh, let me go ask that person. So I like that you said that. And I love my office. I don't know if y'all can see I love my office. I do think the feng shui, when you feel like you represent yourself in your office of study. So I'm very comfortable where I am right now. Thanks for bringing that up too. Irina, same question. Who could you ask for help?
Actually, I'm I was thinking about this while I learned what is the topic for today's conversation. And there is one exercise that a while ago, one of the business coaches invited our class to do. And that was ask 10, 20 people who know you, but not relatives, who are not your family, because family is different entity and they different and know you differently. But people who you worked with, who maybe your co-workers, maybe your bosses, maybe people who you are the boss for, your neighbors, what is in their eyes your strongest part? What you do the best? And somebody could say you are the best greeter in the whole company, or you are the best analyzer, or whatever it is. You are the best in supporting and cheering up, whatever it is. And you make a chart of your talents, that you sometimes will be surprised what people noticing in you, what you do naturally that you don't pay attention. This is who you are. But suddenly the other people see it as your extra quality, extra superpower, that you think this is normal. It's like breathing. And when you look at all this, first of all, you can see yourself from a side, how people can see you. And the other thing, if there is repetition in certain quality again and again and again, this is a suggestion that I probably need to use that. If people seeing it as my superpower and I am not using it, need to focus on this. And the question who you should ask: everybody. Ask everybody when you are searching to identify your talent. This is probably the way to do. Because, and as I said, don't ask relatives, because they have a totally different view of you. So that's my answer.
I love your answer. I love your answer. I would also say, yeah, you should ask the relatives too, because if anything, it might confirm what the other people, the strangers, saw in you. You know, because they do know you better as families and close friends. I would ask everybody. I like that. I had a challenge once. I'm challenging you all now, including the people in the audience. Is go out there and put something like, "What do you think is cool about me?" Or what would you say is my superpower on all your social medias, and you'd be amazed the responses. It puts a smile on your face. It helps you be reminded of what you might have forgotten about yourself, or it'll show you things like you said, Irina, you didn't even know that you were good at. So yeah, ask everybody, including friends and family. I'm gonna disagree with you on that part. I love everything else though. Co-host, what is in your eyes the best part of your co-host? Oh, okay. I like she started for us already. I already asked the question down there in the chat to find out what's the best. What do you think the superpower is in our co-host? Don't forget the moderator. Put me in there. What's my superpower? Okay, let's go to the case.
So we're supposed to answer those questions.
I think the question was for
What
them
is
to
in
ask
your
you.
eyes?
What is in your
Best
eyes the
part.
best part of your co-host?
Well, I can
Oh,
say
each other. Oh, us. Like Irina, what's the best part of me and Kim? Kim, what's in Irina and me? And
exactly,
what's in y'all two?
exactly,
Okay, got it. Who's
exactly.
going first?
I'll go first before
Let's go.
everybody said what I wanted to say. And I do love, for one thing, I do love the, of course, you know about it, that you bring the energy and smile to the room. But I also really enjoy how you listen to the answers, listen to what people are saying, and then you turn it in such a way that it's like, I said that? Wow, I'm probably a genius. So I do like that about you. And when you are moderating events, I always enjoying it, and kind of a little jealous, because I wish I could do that. And and about Kim, because we didn't have, with you we
History.
just calculated. We have a 1 year coming up anniversary of knowing each other and spending so much time with each other, that it feels like I knew you for at least 2 years. Well, I knew for sure that I didn't know her before the COVID, but I thought that uh, I knew her longer than 1 year. With Kim, this much co-working, but
Mhm.
the way how I see you, you actually have a little bit opposite. You bring the calm to me, and when I look at you and listen to you, it's kind of calm, the breathe. But this is the way how I see you both.
I love it. Kim, you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go next. Sure.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Yeah. Being in the space for the first time, I have to say I value both of you very much. Just like Irina said, you take what we're saying and you make it clear. And yeah, I have the same reaction of like, wow, oh, I said that. Because in the moment, I may not be feeling like I'm as clear as I need to be. So thank you for providing that clarity, energy. I feel really comfortable with you. So within just 5 minutes of meeting you, your smile just put me at ease. So thank you. And Irina, I got to work with you when with one of the first business classes I've taken, and you also put me at ease but had this ability to bring out things that were stuck in my mind or not clear to help me provide more clarity for what I need, and especially for health and wellness, and also pushing me to be accountable for it. So you didn't let me just get away with, throwing out easy things that I was going to do. So thank you.
This is fun. Thank you, Kim. Irina. Kim, I'm gonna have to agree with Irina. We haven't had a lot of time to share space together, but the other bit we've had is you do have this peacefulness about you. It just happens to be that you're wearing blue, and blue is a common color. And I also can tell just by the way you speak that you're really excited about helping people see feng shui differently. Like educate them in a way that they feel confident enough to see how I can change their life. So I can tell you passionate about helping people become a better version of themselves, which is a big trait of mine too. So I like that we have that in common. So that's what I got so far. I wish I can give you more, sis, but the time is coming. We'll share space more often. Miss Irina Strunina, similar to what you said about me, I also love the way you turn things around. We was on a show once and we had tech problems and the person you couldn't hear the person speaking, but you were reading lips and you were able to still understand what they were saying. And I was so impressed because you have a way of like you said, your talent, you actually can hear. And you don't hear just with your ears, you hear internally and you process it and express it in a way where I feel like I'm heard. I love that about you. And you crack me the fuck up. You make me laugh so much. I love your humor. I love your humor. So those are the things I got for you. Thank you, co-host, for that question. That was beautiful. I love that. Keeping the party train rolling. Let's gain some knowledge. Irina, your final thought. What is your final tip for calibrating your life?
Well, it may be totally away from what we were talking so far today. Don't forget to breathe, because this is so important. When we are breathing, we actually have a moment to slow down, recognize what is happening around us. And that is helpful for us. Do not make a decision in a hurry. Make catastrophic moves that may ruin everything that we built so far. Just before the important decision, before the important choice, before the important step, or when you feel that panic is coming up, I like stop. It doesn't take long. For a moment, take a deep breath, breathe out, and it will help to lungs open up, the oxygen get to your brain. You took a moment, cool down a little bit, and you could have much better this opportunity to make a better decision, right decision. Maybe not the right one, but the better decision. So that's my one tip that has nothing to do with what we're
Yes, it
talking
does.
about.
Yes,
But
it
this is
does.
so
Matter of
important.
fact, can you take us through one? Can you take us through a breath?
Well, where is
You
the
don't need the
bubble?
bubble. You know how to
Take a
do
deep
it.
breath in, breathe out. This is
That's
all
all
you
you
need.
need. That is so refreshing. That was a beautiful tip. That tip can go into any conversation because when you said it, I don't know if you noticed, but when you said it, I stopped and said, because sometimes we got to be reminded to actually breathe. Of course, we breathe. I'm not dead. I didn't pass out, but to take that conscious breath, to be like, you know what? Okay. Just a moment of clarity. Excellent tip. It does fit. Kim, what is one tip to calibrate your lifestyle?
I would say make it a priority that it's okay to take time in your day to freshen up your space, whether it's opening windows. Every day you should open windows to let the energy in. But one of the things that's really important to do is open your front door and go outside every morning or afternoon when you're off your call and let the energy come to you and let it know that you're there. So open that door, welcome in fresh energy into your home, into your office space, breathe it in, and set your intentions for the day of what you want. And also make sure that that space is clean. Dust off the spider webs, make sure the lights are working on your front porch, sweep, clean, get an awesome welcome mat that really welcomes in new, fresh energy for you.
I'm going to take all those beautiful tips and some of them into practice feng shui. That's the tip. Practice it. Put it into action. I love opening my balcony. I don't have a front door anymore, but I love that balcony being open in that space. And even when I used to work, I used to like taking my lunch breaks outdoors. Just to go outside, get some of that vitamin D, like you said, that energy and that chi, and come back a brand new person. Ooh, ladies, thank you for your wonderful tips. The one tip I would have to calibrate your life, as always, is be yourself. And if you don't know who you are, then you can figure that out by doing simple things like taking the time to ask yourself, is this something that I like to do? Does this bring me joy in my life? And if not, question it. Don't spend too much time in it, but then figure out what yourself is and be that person every day. That's my tip. And it is time for, I think it's announcements. Yes, announcements. This is our time to shine, ladies. You can share with the audience what it is you got going on with you. We're gonna start with, and we start with me. Am I doing my announcement? Okay, my announcement is I would love to connect with you. I would love to connect with you on a Zoom call or a phone call. You can reach out to me at www.loveyourlife.me. Not loveyourlife.me. Get on that Calendly. Let's have a conversation and see how we can add value and support each other. That's my announcement. Up next, Miss Irina Strunina, what you got going on, sis?
Well, for me, I am the Facebook group, Diabetes 101 for Beginners. And every other month, we have a health fair. Well, now it's called Diabetic Healthcare Expo, where we bring doctors, nutritionists, nurses, PAs, anybody and everybody who is working in the health and care for diabetics field to talk about how people can help themselves to manage this disease, how they could be more supportive, more helpful to their loved ones. And on September 24th, it's Saturday, from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we will have live expo where all these people will be talking, sharing their experiences, share their knowledge. And so if you or your loved ones or people who you care for, even they're not in your family, but you would like them to know this information, send them, log in, join our live show. You don't need to have a password, Zoom ID, anything. Just go to Facebook group Diabetes 101 for Beginners and watch our live show then.
Thank you.
September 24th.
Thank you for sharing. If you haven't been to one, get there. They are amazing. I learn something new every time I'm there. Kim, what do you got going on in your life, sis?
All right. Yeah, I have, you can check me out at my website, lakelifefengshui.com, and send me an email from there. And we can set up a time to do a Zoom call for a free 30-minute consultation. We can talk about your space, where you're feeling stuck. A lot of times, your space is a mirror of what's going on up here. So if you're stuck with money or relationships or your health, this is a great place to start. So yeah, so reach out to me. I would love to work with you.
Oh, I'm reaching right here. I'm reaching for this pen and pencil to write down on fengshui.com because I'm definitely reaching out so we can get this problem right. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your announcements. Here in the MinkLife community, we have amazing things going on. One of them being our 4 annual conferences. Next one's coming up next week in London. You have never experienced a conference like this. I promise you. You have never experienced a conference like this. And if you don't believe me, come prove me wrong. We'll see you next week in London. Go to nextglobalvirtualconference.com, register, join the experience, be a part of the changing of the world. We also have a private group app in our community communication. You get on here, you can watch videos in our knowledge library, you can ask for help, you can share your expertise, and you can do things like direct message people and just ask specific questions and tap into expertise. It is a wonderful ecosystem, and this is just one of the components. Another part of this amazing community is the Minkabator. Here's a virtual co-working space that you can come and go and get, again, support. You can get to work time. You get to provide the space to be able to do things for your business and your personal life. I can't explain it enough. It's another thing that you have to actually experience to get it. So see you in the Minkabator. And then we have our collaboration aspects of our live show, which is twice a week. One being today, a podcast and publication newsletter that comes out often enough for you to stay abreast of what's going on in the mink world. So we will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST, where you can maximize your business on our next MinkLife live show. MinkLife live show. That's a mouthful. MinkLife live show. I think that's it. Yes, it is. Ladies, thank you so much again for being on this show with me, sharing space. You on the couch, we appreciate you too. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And remember, if no one's told or reminded you, you got talent.